Hey guys, what's going on? It's Stef here. Hope you've been well. I know I have. And I've been waiting 8 weeks to share this video with you. Insane. Now, as the title suggests, yes, I found a huge silver coin, and that's super exciting. But I also found what I truly consider to be colonial treasure. So let's not putz around too long in the intro today. We're going to move right on to the video, but first, as a reminder, I am a proud affiliate of KELLYCO metal detectors, so if you need any help choosing the equipment that might be right for you, shoot me an email at stefdigs@gmail.com. Or if you already know what you want from the store, it's easy. Just make sure you use my code STEFDIGS when you check out. All right, let's hop in. Okay, so I just hiked out to a site. Right beyond the brush over there is a nice big river. And over here, you have what looks like a really, really old cellar. I don't see a lot of rock lining. Just a small depression. I mean, you can barely make it out, so hopefully this is a nice old one and we find some stuff. I'll keep you posted. Okay, well, that cellar I showed you on the way in, I know the depth is very difficult to see with this phone, but it was down there and across a path. Sorry, my detector almost fell. That's why the camera moved. And I came up here because I saw this rock wall, and this is a much higher landing spot. So I figured maybe what I was actually looking at was an old barn, and this was something else, like a cabin. I just struck across the most unbelievable signal. Yeah, that sounds delicious, so I'm gonna let you know what that is one way or another. I really hope it's not junk. Oh boy, please let this be my 8 real. That'd be amazing. All right, back with you soon. Even if it's junk, I'll show you. Okay, so holy crap, it is a huge silver coin. At least I think that's what it is. I haven't looked at it yet. It's bigger than a quarter. It looks about the size of a $50. I can see some writing on it. It's not Spanish. I don't care though. I think I have a $50. It was like 2 inches in the ground. Oh my God, it's a barber $50. Holy crap. Woo! Oh my gosh, I gotta spray that off and come right back. It's amazing. It looks like it's 1900 on the nose, maybe 1909. I can't tell, but holy crap, I'm so excited right now. That is amazing. Just in this random spot here. Obviously, it's not period to the wall. I'm stuttering because I really wanted to find one of these. This is a hunter drop, but holy crap. I mean, it was literally, you saw where it was sitting. It was like right there. It was 2 inches in the ground. And it was that unbelievable 33, 34 signal. Oh, it's my first half for the year. And I know you're probably watching this in like February or March. Who the heck knows? But yeah, it's the very end of November right now. So, oh my God. Okay, I'm going to spray that off and I'll come right back. That is just a thing of, it's just amazing. I'm so excited. All right, I'll be right back. And there she is. You can see I'm still shaking. Barber $50, 1909. And we do have a mint, San Francisco. It's just in remarkable shape. Oh my God. That is just what the doctor ordered. Whew. It's just, that's amazing. I am so happy I finally found one of these. These are really tough to find. Heck, I see seated halves more than barbers. Well, maybe that's not true. But either way, it's amazing. Goes with my barber quarter that I found this year. Holy crap. All right, if I find something else out here today, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll just add this on to another video, I suppose. Wow. Well, I just took some moments of reflection out here to relish in that $50. And when I finally started swinging again, right along on the other side of this rock wall, I got a 7 signal, which was reading 8 inches down, but I knew with something reading that low, it's usually a little bit shallower because it's smaller. I did cheat and look at this, and I'm so excited right now. It's a little cufflink, and it's Colonial, and it's got glass in it. I think there's something behind there. I don't know if it's like Stuart Crystal or something. Shank. Oh, the shank is intact. Sweet. I wonder if the other one's down there. Oh, wow. This is just an incredible day already. Like, I don't even care what else I find. I didn't care after the barber, but oh my God. Okay, let me spray this off. I'm going to come right back. I can't even tell you how annoyed I am that my data isn't working right now, because I tried to post the $50 to Instagram and Facebook earlier, and now I really want to post this and I can't because nothing's going through. It's like a Viking ship in there under the glass. That is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's probably late 1700s, early 1800s, I think. And you can see how it broke there. So the other half may very well not be here, but oh my God. This is one of the most incredible things I found all year. As far as I'm concerned, this is better than the $50. It's colonial and fancy and unique, and I've never seen anything like it. I hope I'm not scratching this. Hang on one second. I'm not sure, actually. All right, I guess I should stop playing with it now, but oh my God, that's an amazing find. Amazing. Now, it turns out I wasn't actually scratching that cufflink at all. Here's what happened. When you could see the ship clearly, the cufflink was wet. I always have my spray bottle on me for situations like the massive barber $50 or other things like this. So as the cufflink dried out as I was rubbing it off, I was revealing a lot of little superficial micro scratches. And I thought, that doesn't really fly. This thing is gorgeous. It really is a colonial treasure to me. And I have no doubt that it was a treasure to the person who wore and lost it. So because I really enjoy restoring my finds and preserving them when I can, I reached out to my friend Nancy, who's been a jeweler for over 35 years, and she was able to give me the suggestion of using clear nail polish on the glass. Well, wait till you see the difference. I'm gonna throw up the before and after picture for you right now. Unbelievable. Now, it's really hard for me to get a clear picture of that cufflink on the right, but I mean, the thing is 13 millimeters long, so can you blame me? I know, I need a better camera. Now, I cut that day really short because I had other things to do, and I just had the itch to go out detecting for a couple of hours. Wasn't really expecting much, and with those two finds, I was more than satisfied to call it a day after a couple of hours. But given what I found, I couldn't stay away from that area for too long. So a few days later, Nicola, who you're not actually going to see in the video, but she was there, along with my friends Mike and Mark, went to the same area, and this is what we found. Well, how's this for an interesting pop? I got it like an 11 to 13 bouncy, grunty, kind of irony signal, and I popped out this bottle. So it's clearly the top that was throwing it off. Still has some liquid inside, but I'm sure that's just rainwater. That's pretty cool, though. I don't have a bottle like that. I can't imagine it's too old, maybe 50 years old or so, but hey, that's kind of neat. It was barely, 2 inches down, so just kind of testing out a new area, kind of near where I was before. There should be a cellar up that way, but I haven't really scouted it yet, so it could just be a depression in the ground. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back with you on the next. Well, this is kind of neat because it's only my second one ever. So up there was supposed to be a cellar hole, but Onyx Hunt is not working properly out here because the service is so terrible. So we're just kind of huffing around right now. And I got a 20 to 21 signal. It was reading 6 inches down, but it wasn't quite that deep. I already took a quick peek at it. And we have our infamous ox knob with a design on it. And this one's Colonial era because it doesn't have that octagonal shape around it. That's how you can tell the difference. But what's cool is that's not dirt clumped in there. That is a horn. So that's only my second ox knob that still has the horn inside of it. So poor guy. I feel bad for that oxen. This must have snapped off the tip of his horn. It's a beautiful find though, and nice loud high conductor, so maybe people haven't swung out here too much. That is encouraging. So I turned the camera on because I got something pretty cool right there. I peeked at it really quick, but hi Mark.
Hello.
Making a reappearance on the channel. I heard you got an ox knob today?
Yes.
Whoa, let me see that sucker. Oh my God. It reminds me of that one that you posted on Facebook one time and you said it was like Paul Bunyan's ox.
Yes,
because
it was huge.
Wow, and you just found that in the cart path?
Yep.
That's awesome. You thought it was a copper, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it goes. Awesome. And now into my piece here. It was a 15 signal, like an inch in the ground. I heard it with my pinpointer first. I just dug a shotgun shell like 2 feet that away. But we have some jewelry here. Beautiful little brooch with flowers on it, I think. So I'll brush that off and come right back. I think that's a really cool piece. Oh, check that out. What a cool little brooch. If I flip it over, you can see there's still plenty of gold gilt left. And the pin is broken. You can see where it is there. And I don't think this is a barrette. I think this is just a straight up brooch. I could be wrong. But either way, I would say probably maybe mid to late 1800s. Somewhere in there. Just judging by the fixtures in the back. I'm no expert, but that's what I would say. So hopefully that cleans up well when I go home. Definitely going to hit that with lemon juice and see what happens. Awesome. All right, just checking in with Mike here. My machine just fell. I can hear that. Oops. It should be fine. Anyway, what's funny is while he was orbiting around, he also found an ox nab. So that is 3 of us for today that found an ox nab. And it's funny because the last video that Mike was in just dropped yesterday, and he was watching it, and I found 3 ox knobs, and he said today 3 of us found an ox knob. So it's funny how that works. I don't know why this doesn't want to focus, but yeah, that's a nice old one, Colonial. Very cool. All right.
Always comes in 3s.
Yeah, good signal too.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm basically on the roadside. I'm not going to show you exactly where I am, but that's the road. And I found stuff in this area before. I think a lot of detectorists are kind of deterred from it because you imagine there'd be a lot of trash here, which there is. But mixed in, there's good stuff. So I got an 11 to 12 signal. It was reading 6 inches down. When I opened the plug, it sounded more like iron, but I see a little edge of green there. Let's see what it is. See what it... Ooh. Look at that. Holy crap. That is gorgeous. It's a button I can feel. Oh my god, it's an open work button. I've always wanted one of those. Oh, I knew it was worth toughing it out today. Okay, let me brush that off. I'll come right back. It's going to be exquisite. Okay, so I cleaned up that open work button just a bit. Enough to reveal that we still have clothing attached to it. This is Colonial, guys. Based on the shank, this is easily 250 years old. But look at this. It really doesn't get any fancier than that. That is just the most gorgeous button I've probably ever dug. At least one of the top few. That I am lost for words. Beautiful. Well, up where those boulders are, that's just the side of the road there. I'm about 30 feet from it, maybe 40. I've got an 11 signal. I was reading about 4 to 6 inches down. And I see something round in the hole. I haven't touched it all yet, but I do think it's a button. Probably Tomback. And it's the dirt impression. Interesting. There it is. There's my Tomback button. No shank. But, you know, these are pretty easy to identify, even if they don't come out, you know, shiny, because just the way the shank would have been attached. So it wasn't very deep at all. It was actually more like 4 inches. So it's a really good sign. Working close to the road. I'll let you know what's next. Well, the sun's going down. Slowly but surely making my way back to the car. But I got an 11 signal-ish, reading 6 inches down. And I pulled this out. I started to look at it, but resisted because I figured I'd try to figure it out with you. I don't know. I don't think it's trash. I think it's some kind of brooch or something. I'll brush that off real quick. Well, even though it's the 11th hour of the day, so to speak, it's turning into a day of fancy stuff. I think there is a glass stone in there. And this is meant to be a moon, I believe. It is definitely a brooch, without a doubt. You can see, like, the little attachment right there. There's other pieces hanging off of it, so I don't think it's 100% complete, but it's probably pretty close. So I'll recheck the hole real quick. If there's anything else in there, I'll let you know. But otherwise, that is super cool. Well, I guess it always happens at the end of the day. The brooch was like 15 feet that way. I've got a 12 to 13 signal, really loud, about 6 to 8 inches down. At least that's what it was reading. And we've got some green. So, looks like we've got a fancy suspender clip, I believe. I think. Is there any kind of design on here? Huh. Something for a strap anyway. I don't think that was my shovel that went through it. Yeah, it's not mine. Not mine. I didn't do it. But it's getting cold out here these days. So the dirt's kind of freezing to it. But, yeah. Good target. All right. Hopefully I'll get back to the car sometime today. Well, as you may have deduced, I did make it back to the car, or I wouldn't be editing this video. I wouldn't be here right now. But what a nice little handful of finds. I mean, just gorgeous stuff always comes out of this site, and that's why I love it. So if you enjoyed this video and you haven't already done so, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload in the future. All right, let's move on to the wrap up. Well, as you can probably guess, I didn't find that hacky sack in the woods. That's just how I've been storing my cufflink with a toothpick since I don't know what else to do with it quite yet. But anyway, let's get on to some of the other stuff. I cleaned up, this is actually a hair barrette, okay? I called it a brooch in the video because I wasn't really sure, even though it is clearly the shape of a hair barrette. This dates somewhere between like 1900 and the 1920s, somewhere in there. It's a nice old piece. And that cleaned up really well with just a brass brush and some soap and water. So really nice like that. This is super cool, and you couldn't see it in the video, so I hope a lot of you stuck around for the wrap up. There are animals on here. I think this is like a butterfly where my thumb is. That's a crane of some kind, and I couldn't really make out a whole lot else. Very interesting piece, and this dates to the late 1800s, the last quarter of the 1800s. Evidently, crescent moons were all the rage back then, or just really popular. Again, just clean this with a brass brush. Came out pretty well on the back anyway, not as much on the front, but still a cool piece. And what you're not able to see in the video is, I'm going to try to get it to focus here. That's a little green stone inside. It's actually glass. It's kind of a peridot in color for those of you who are into stones. It's a beautiful green, but it is just glass because it's kind of costume jewelry. So really like that though. Of course, we have our barber half. I usually save the best for last, but that actually goes to the cufflink because like I said, even though I did find a huge silver coin, I think the cufflink is cooler because I'll probably find another barber half in my lifetime, but that I'm never going to find again. So it came out really well. It had some really ugly, like kind of nasty yellow toning on it. And all I did was really run it underwater. And I think I let this sit in lemon juice for just a few minutes. I normally don't do anything to clean my silvers, but in this case I did. And I'm pretty happy for that because the yellow was really unsightly. So super duper stoked to have found that. And in the middle of the woods getting a 34 signal. Yeah, that'll get your blood pumping. We have our little axe knob, another one with a bone, and ooh, it just seemed to move actually. It did. It totally did. You see, it's kind of like wiggling out of there. Doo -doo. That literally just happened. That wasn't happening before, but maybe the see some of the dirt's coming out. That's why it's loosening up. So I'm going to have to make sure that it doesn't come out, but just so cool. I mean, it's like a 250, 300-year-old ox horn that's still in there. There's the side where there would have been a pin to go through, or the hole rather, where a pin would have gone through to keep that attached to the horn, which I would say it did a pretty good job. So yeah, I just love that piece. It's so cool. I still feel bad for that poor oxen forever and ever ago. Okay, what else do we have here? Got the little tomback button that I dug toward the end of the video. Nothing too exciting there, but hey, another one for the collection. A little button I didn't actually get on film because it was getting dark. No shank on that one, void of any detail, but hey, it's another relic out of the ground. The button that did get me excited, though, is this beautiful open work Colonial button. You'll see a little bit of white around the edges, and that's because I did try to seal this with Renaissance wax because the green patina was just so beautiful. But I have to kind of go in there with a toothpick and rub off the excess, which I haven't done yet. Now this is super cool. Talk about some patriotic thread there. Red, white, and blue thread that's underneath there, and you couldn't see the colors very well when I was out in the field. So again, hope people are sticking around for the wrap-ups. I just love this piece all the way around. I really wanted an open work button because I think that they're just fascinating and just beautiful craftsmanship. And to have that wool on the back is a huge bonus. I love that. And let's see, we also have a suspender clip there. Nothing too exciting. But the star of the show, I hope this will focus. Ah, stay here. You just saw my my dog's bed over there. Whoopsie. I try to just show you this really cool 18th century chest where I do my wrap-ups, but every so often you'll see some stuff in the background. Anyway, I spent too much time on that. But look at this thing. I mean, come on. That is just... videos and photos do not do it justice. It is just gorgeous. I am so glad that I used that nail polish on here. Could not be happier with the results. And I was wrong in the video. That shank is complete. It just has this little kind of like notch doohickey on the back. I don't know why. And one of these days I'll find a better way to display it because you know, the hacky sack isn't quite cutting it for me. This deserves some kind of magnification display of some type. So anyway, that does it for the wrap up, and I was super stoked to dig all of that. Well, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and remember, get out there, save what you can, do what you love. We'll see you next week.